Hello, today I want to talk to you about how I make denim yarn. I have a process because I made so much of it in order to make this lovely denim rug, and I have that video linked below, but if with details about this rug. But in order to make it, I created my own denim yarn, which is these lovely balls of yarn. One of the reasons I did this is because yarn from old clothing or old sheets, if you happen to have an old king size sheet that you want to turn into yarn, this is about as cheap as it gets. Like, these were actually free. And that is what started the whole thing, is we were broke as a joke. And yet I wanted a nice big rug for my living room, and I was thinking of old-timey rugs where they have all the different scrappy materials, and they look so pretty with all the different colors that are braided. I don't have the skills for that. I looked up how to do that, and after reading about it, I was like, okay, I need something simpler. And I saw that you could actually crochet rugs, and so that was how this whole thing started, is me wanting to make a rug and not having money to make or not having the money to actually buy a rug. So I ended up collecting old jeans from everyone I knew, and as I collected them, I started just cutting them up into strips. So I'm going to take this pair of jeans, which, as you can see, has some cargo stuff on the back, good pockets. This one doesn't have any holes in the knees, which is nice. My system is basically I get rid of the seams all along the side first and at the bottom, and then I cut around the top. And I'm just gonna do that while we're talking, although I may end up fast forwarding this so that you can just see what I'm up to and not actually have to hear. I'm gonna drop it down so that you can see this lovely view of me cutting. Usually I start at the bottom on a leg because that seems to be easiest, and just cut on through, and as close to the seam as you can do it. That was always my system. And you can see it just comes pretty quickly as you go. These are really good fabric scissors. I bought these a long time ago with a big coupon from Joann's. And they're spring loaded, which is super nice. If I can find the link, I will put it below, or if I can find the same pair. If not, I will look for something similar and put it in affiliate link. This is really one of the keys to making this possible, is a good pair of shears. Otherwise, it just takes a really, really long time and your hands get really sore. So having a good pair of scissors, and even so, your hands might get sore. Okay, you can see what's happening here is, as I'm getting as close as I can, there are places where I'm actually cutting into the seam, and that kind of slows me down. So as much as you can avoid that, I have found over the years that I haven't really been able to rip very much because it tends to be not exactly straight on the line of the grain of the fabric. Jeans are just cut a little more than you might, or than I might think. Maybe other people who actually sew can clearly see that these do not go perfectly with the grain, but that was not immediately obvious to me, and I took a while to figure that out. Okay, here we go. Now, I do tend to try to avoid pockets too, which, as you can see on this little spot, is a little bit tricky. We're getting to the pocket seam here. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut around that. And I mean, don't worry about if it's perfect or not, at least for a denim rug purposes. It can be a little haphazard, and that is a-okay. Sometimes I'm a little more fastidious about getting up into the seam area than others. This time I guess I am more fastidious about it. And then I'm now at the fly, and I'm just gonna cut around that seam. And we're getting close to one. So it's basically you're cutting the fronts of the legs off and the backs of the legs off, and you're leaving the seams and the bottom and the waist. That's basically what it turns into, is you're making 4 panels out of fabric for yourself. And then once you have those panels cut out, then you can actually make the yarn. So we're hitting a seam here. Here, I just cut right through it because I was just not having it. Okay, so now we are headed back down, now the inner seam. So we're making pretty good progress with this quarter. This is the front of one of the legs, the front of the left leg, in case you were curious. And sometimes you'll just wish it would go a little faster, but it is what it is. This is a great project for doing while watching a show or listening to a show, probably listening to something, because you do have to pay a little bit of attention. It is a fairly mindless project, but there is a little bit of work involved. Okay, we're getting closer. So you can see, I experimented with leaving the seam and using that seam as a part of the rug, and I could not make it work for anything because it's just so much thicker, and it just added a weird element to the foot feel of it. I feel like there have got to be other uses that would make sense for these seams, but I'm not aware of them. So for other people who have great craft ideas, that might be one to pursue. Okay, and so now we are at the very end on this last seam, and I'm gonna just do it from this end because it'll be a little easier. And voila. Okay, so I'm gonna set that down so I can show you what we have. We have basically a lovely piece of denim. This is a gray denim, by the way, so if you're wondering why the color's a little weird, it's just a gray denim. And I don't know if I would actually use this in the rug because you can see it's a little bit different, but I'm not using it as jeans, so it might as well become something else. Okay, so panel 1 is done, and I want to show you the carnage of the pants. So I basically did just cut off this front leg, and I left that seam behind for the bottom. Okay, that's all I'm gonna do because this is just to show you how it works. It's not necessarily to do an entire project. So I'm gonna leave that there, and I'm gonna move to just showing you how to then make yarn out of it. So if I'm looking at this, I see that this, which is the bottom of the leg, is nice and even, whereas the top, where we have all these curves, and specifically going up to the belt area, that gets a little more curvy. So I'm gonna just look at it and say that I probably want, and this is something you just kind of develop a feel for, but I'm probably gonna want to make my fabric from this to be about, if I'm looking at my other fabric, so you can tell by the thickness, this is a little bit thicker. I don't know if I'll be able to demonstrate that, but this is slightly thicker than this fabric. So this can be slightly wider, and then when it actually gets woven together, it will even itself out. And that is the beauty of the denim. I was even able to use my sister's fancy designer jeans, which, even though they cost a lot more than normal jeans, are super thin. And so I had to make those quite wide relatively, which is yeah, a little bit surprising. Sorry, I need to take a little bit of a beverage drink. Have a sip of water so I don't cough. All right, so now knowing that I basically want to do probably 1 to well, we'll just start it, and if we have some scrap, it's okay, because this is kind of a strange color that I'm not sure I need a lot of. Okay, so I want it to be a little bit thicker than that other one, so probably about 1 inch, if you can see that. So probably about 1 inch is what I'm cutting it for. So I'm just gonna go ahead and do 1 inch all the way down, ish, right? Like it does not have to be perfect in any way, because the variations are what make it so just darn delightful. Okay, so we're getting to the top of the pant leg, and this is where it gets a little bit interesting, because you can see we've got that seam that goes on a diagonal. So what I'm gonna do here is I'm going to stop right there, and I'm gonna start the next one right here. So I may end up cutting this a little bit closer as I'm winding and I see, oh, actually it needs it to be a little less fabric. But for now, I'm gonna leave it and just start on the next one. So that's what this looks like in practice. So this is a continuous piece. I can already see that I can cut this a little bit more. Okay, so you can see that that will be a continuous piece of string on the fabric. And with the denim, at least for the rug, for other purposes this may change, but so far, since I've only made rugs out of the fabric yarn, then this has been just sufficient for my purposes. If you are being really precise and you want to actually cut it all the way off and then sew it, that's another option too. Okay, and then I'm going to carry on. And when I get close to this end, I'm going to do the same thing I did at the other end, where I don't go all the way to the top to cut it off. I'm just going to stop right there, and then I'm going to start my next cut right about here. So let's go ahead and turn it this way, and I'll cut it right here. Good pair of scissors makes all the difference here. And you can do this with just about anything. We did this in when we lived in Asheville, one of our volunteer projects. We made plarn, which was plastic yarn, and we made it out of grocery bags, like little Target or Walmart grocery bags, and then made that into a big ball of yarn and then crocheted those into mats, and those were for homeless people. We were told that they appreciated that. I mean, I guess it's better than sleeping on the ground, and it is waterproof, so that's nice. But also, I'm not sure that's what I would want to sleep on, but I've never, knock on wood, been homeless, so I can't say that that would be my first choice. Okay. And again, I'm coming to the end of the row, so I'm going to just trim it, stop there so that this is still connected. And then on this one, it looks like it's just going to be one, although it might be just slightly too wide. We'll see. I'm just going to try it. Yeah, it's getting a little too wide. So at the top here, it looks like I might be able to get away with doing just one seam between the whole thing, but you can see it's a little thick on this side, and then it just started getting even thicker. So that's okay. We'll just go ahead and do one more cut to kind of even it out on the end. Okay, so this is an interesting thing that's happened. We have this where it's not quite gonna make it into a whole other thing. So what I'm gonna actually do here is trim that little piece of fabric off, set those to the side, and then this I'm actually just going to kind of trim away so that it is just one width of fabric. Well, am I? We'll see. We'll see what we get to here. If I can get another piece out of this, I would prefer it, so I might as well just try for it. And anything that gets left to the side will just be scrap, and that's okay. Okay, well, we are almost, there we go. Cut a little early. Okay, so, and this is a little wider than I wanted. So go ahead and trim that as well. All right, so we have a couple of little scraps of yarn, and I could get one more piece out of this, and I might just do that in a bit, but for now, I want to show you. Now that I have all of this done, I'm just gonna go ahead and do a quick little roll. I never minded if it twisted because it's gonna get twisted in the crochet. So to me, that's not really a big deal. You can see where we have this and it just rolls right in just fine. Here's another one. And you know, this one's a little bit big, so I'm just gonna trim that end right there, boop, to make that a little bit more even on the width of the yarn. And here we go. So just like that, you have a lovely ball of fabric yarn, and didn't take us but a minute, and all it took was scissors and some old fabric, in this case a pair of denim pants that were no longer wanted. So if you decide to make some fabric yarn, is there a word for that? Maybe flarn? Babarn? We're stretching here. Anyway, if you decide to make some fabric yarn and make a rug or any other thing, I would love to hear about it. I hope this has been helpful. Thank you. Bye-bye.